What is up, guys? It's the Sound Alchemist, and today I'm back to talk about Warhammer 40k. In this video, I'm talking about something near and dear to me, and that is a thing that I regret doing. So, being wargamers, we tend to buy, sell, and do a lot of crazy things for this game that we all love and enjoy. Wargaming has been a thing in my life ever since middle school, be it board games, hero clicks. I was heavy into like trading cards, Pokemon, Digimon, Yu-Gi-Oh, and Magic the Gathering. And then we came across Warhammer 40k. This game took up a lot of time, a lot of effort, and a lot of money, as we all know. 40k is not a cheap game to get into. It takes codices, rulebooks, models, paints, glues. It takes a lot to actually get a game going, but it is such a rewarding experience in my opinion, and I think that's why so many people play the game and dive into the lore. The lore is a huge thing that keeps all of us wargamers invested. What's gonna happen next? What's gonna be the new meta? How many new models will my army be getting? If you're a Xeno, not much. If you're a Space Marine player, a lot. And ever since the beginning, I played Tau. My weebness came out and I wanted to play the Gundams in the grim dark future of Warhammer 40k. And so I did just that. However, I took it a step forward and I converted a lot of my battle suits. Unfortunately, we stopped playing for like 2 years, and in that 2-year span, I sold my army because I didn't think we were ever going to come back to 40k. Lo and behold, we came back, and we came back hard. We had a whole new play group. We even played at the GW store. We fell back in love to this game. And at that time, I purchased a Grey Knight army. This Grey Knight army was the first army I had that was painted professionally, magnetized, and it looked damn good. I found it on eBay for a steal. Like, I could not say no when I saw this army. At the time, I knew that Grey Knights were not doing very well. This is obviously after 5th edition, where Grey Knights ruled. They had an ability called Plasma Siphon, where any weapon that had plasma in its name could not damage the Grey Knights. They also had ghosts, Grey Knight ghosts, that came back and fought for you. So Grey Knights were really, really good. However, when 6th and 7th edition came out, the Grey Knights were heavily nerfed. We didn't play any 6th edition. We came back like at the end of 7th. So I got a small taste of what it was like to play 7th edition Grey Knights, and it hurt. It hurt. Mainly because you were always getting outnumbered. Grey Knights were amazing in the lore. They're meant to fight demons. They're the best of the best. If a world is getting plunged by a demonic incursion, all you need is a single squad of Grey Knights, maybe even just a single Grey Knight, and they will get the job done. These guys were handcrafted by the Emperor, maybe even by his own gene seed, to combat the horrors of the warp. And I dove into the lore, and I just love the Grey Knights so much. And finding that army, I had to do it. So I bought the army, and it came in amazing. Like, I had no gripes with it. I had, I believe it was 2 Grey Knight of the, I forgot what they're called. The baby carriers. They looked amazing. They had interchangeable arms. They had both weapon options. They were cool. I had I think it was like a librarian. I had Drago. I had 2 5-man squads of Terminators, and then later on I bought a Rhino and I bought some just regular troops. So I had a sizable amount of Grey Knights. Obviously you can see them here in the video. It hurts because I see them again and I'm like, why did I do this? But anyway, these Grey Knights were my pride and joy. They looked good, I love the lore on them, but whenever I played a game with them, I got my butt kicked. Over and over and over again. Maybe it was because I was playing heavily against Gersh 1, and of course Gersh has been using orcs since the dawn of time. And orcs are a horde army. Horde armies are really good against elite armies. And Grey Knights being elite armies, they got swarmed. They got swamped with just bodies after bodies. Like, yes, they could kill, but they couldn't kill enough and they couldn't kill fast enough. And especially with my rolls, I've always had really bad rolls. If I have to roll anything but a 1, you bet I'm rolling that 1. So, with my bad luck at rolling, with my bad matchup, and with my questionable tactics, I guess you could say, I lost game after game after game, so much so that they sat on the shelf for a long time, and I busted out my towel. So at this point, they were looking good on the shelf. And I noticed month passed, another month passed, half a year passed, and I didn't have any motivation to put them on the battlefield. They weren't good. They were not good at all. Yes, they're amazing on the lore. Yes, they looked great. Yes, they were magnetized, so I could outfit them for any type of equipment that I needed, be it halberds, falchions, thunderhammers. They also had a little bit of conversion work too, so it looked unique. But I wanted to win games, and these games were not being won. So I decided it was a good run. I'm gonna sell this army and use that money towards a future investment. I wanted to get the Tau-Nar Supremacy Battlesuit, which is a Forge World Tau suit that's huge. I'm like, okay, I'll sell them, I'll make a pretty penny, and I'll buy the Tau-Nar. Easily, these guys can go for like $1,000. I mean, it's professionally painted, magnetized, awesome conversion work. I think I can make $1,000 off of it. So I listed it on eBay. It didn't sell. I relisted it. It did not sell. I listed it one more time. It did not sell. It did get a lot of watchers. It did get a few people emailing me asking for, oh, can you sell it for this much? Or I only need the Dread Knight. How much for the Dread Knight? And I said, no, I want to sell it together. Whoever's going to be using it, I want it to go to a good home that's going to see battle. So this was weird to me because usually when I list stuff on eBay, it sells pretty quick. There's no, like, I'm not jumping through hoops. I'm not having a hard time getting rid of like certain models or armies for that matter. But this was an exception. So after 3 tries, it did not sell. So I decided to wait. I waited about a month. At the time, I think it was around Christmas. So I'm like, somebody's bound to buy it as like a present or something like that. And my gut told me no. And this whole time, Gersh 1 was telling me, no, don't do it. Look at the army. It's beautiful. Just wait an edition or 2. They'll be good again. And I'm like, yeah, but they're not good now. And they're just going to be sitting on the shelf. Like, I could use the money. And I relisted it again. But this time for $700. Buy it now. $300 starting bid. And I got a lot of watchers. And then the last day finally came. One bid came through, $300. A few hours went by. The bid kept going up and up. And then, with only 5 minutes left, it stopped at about $400. And I was like, oh no, like, I don't want it to sell for $400. This army is worth way more than that. And then 5 seconds, 4, 3, 2, 1. My heart sank. The army sold for $405, plus like $10 shipping. Whew, man, that hurt. That hurt big. I did not want to sell it, but at the same time, like, what am I gonna say? So I bit the bullets and I bid farewell to this army, but not before. I took a few pictures and I saved it on my phone just so I could remember the good times I had. And that's when my stomach sank and I had regrets. And I'm like, why did I do this? I should have listened to Gersh 1. I should have like just kept it on the shelf after it didn't sell the first 3 times I relisted it. The universe was trying to tell me something, but I did not listen. And even to this day, I'm like, damn, it would have been nice to have that army. Especially since my Celestial Sons, I play them using Grey Knight rules. And now, with the eve of the 9th edition Codex for Grey Knights coming out, who knows, maybe they might be top tier again. But that's my story, guys. I want to hear your stories down below on your biggest Warhammer 40k regrets. Can't wait to hear them, and that's all I got. This has been the Sound Alchemist, with a tearful heart, telling you guys that I'll be seeing you in the next one. Peace.